thankful is the way. What a joy to be alive on this beautiful, marvelous day. Blessings overflowing, goodness on display. What a joy to be alive on this beautiful, oh, wonderful day. Thankful, thankful, thankful. Thankful is a way. What a joy to be alive on this beautiful, wonderful day. Blessings overflowing, goodness on display. What a joy to be alive on this beautiful, wonderful day. Good morning, everybody. Thank you. And welcome to Unity of Bon Air in person and also online. It's a gorgeous day. We're glad that you're here with us. We're going to start our service the way we always do, by singing God is Good and All is Well. Please stand. What a wonderful morning, beyond compare. I feel God's loving presence everywhere. I am filled with joy profound in a world where many miracles abound. In the garden of my soul, I am happy, healed, and whole. I know that God is good and all is well. In the garden of my soul, I am happy, healed, and whole. I know that God is good and all is well. Please be seated.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity of Bon Air, where we live and express unconditional love and grow together in peace and prosperity. My name is Edward Hayes, and I'm proud and happy to be your service leader today. And I'm glad to be with you this morning, whether in person or online. Whether this is your first time or your many-fold time joining us, we are grateful for your presence and participation as we share this special time together. We have come together as part of love's divine purpose that calls each of us forth to celebrate the connection we all share through the holy presence within and all around us that we call God. And it is in this spirit of community we unfold in light and love all spiritual and religious gatherings and all people everywhere as we begin our time together with this special message from the Daily Word. And the word today is prosperity. Current flowing through my home's wiring provides light, but first I must flip the switch on for it to work. Divine substance, the building block of creation, is the source from which my prosperity grows. The divine idea of prosperity is unlimited. more than sufficient to meet every need. I know true prosperity when I live from this truth. Giving freely and generously keeps prosperity at the forefront of my consciousness. I know the more I give, the more I give of myself. That I place into circulation, the more I will experience. As I give of myself, I increase the flow of prosperity in my life and in the world. It's going to help if I put my glasses on. Our scripture today comes from Mark 4th chapter, 24th verse. And he said to them, pay attention to what you hear. The measure you give will be the measure you get, and still more will be given to you. Our affirmation for today, and I will say it once, and I'll ask you to repeat it twice with me. Prosperity fills my life. Together. Prosperity fills my life. Prosperity fills my life. Thank you very much. And now I have the honor of introducing our speaker for today. And she is no stranger to us, but it's good to have her back again. Reverend Lisa Marks is a religious science minister, prayer chaplain, and serves as a board alternate at Unity Bon Air. She is a teacher first and foremost, and has been for over 30 years, not only through the school system, but also through the myriad of spiritual classes she has taught on a variety of topics. Reverend Lisa is an accredited counselor, specializes in grief and inner child work. She is a Reiki practitioner and a regressionist. So if we would, give her a warm welcome. And let's see, we have a song.
All right, let's claim that the presence of love is in this place. Surely the presence of love is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of love is in this place. Surely the presence of love is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of love is in this place.
Thank you, wonderful music team. Good morning, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Cheryl, and I am a Unity Minister candidate serving here at Unity of Bon Air in a variety of capacities. And right now, it is my joy to bring us together with an opening prayer. So let's all settle into our seat. Take a couple of deep breaths and just relax into this moment. And if you wish, you can allow your outer eyes to drift closed as we set aside all the busyness of the morning and step into the here and now, the present. And we recognize that each and every one of us, no matter how we show up, is here as an expression of all that is. And isn't that a wonderful thing? That which we call God expressing as wisdom, as love, as compassion, as forgiveness, as a joyful noise. And in particular, we we lean into our heart space and step into our purpose here as the power of divine love. And we extend that divine love consciousness out into the room in which we are right now. And from this perspective of divine love, we envelop in light and love all prayer concerns that are present today and prayer celebrations. So we bring into this sacred space that we have created all the names that are on the Unity of Bon Air prayer list, all the names that are in our prayer box, and all of the concerns and joys that you would like to speak into this sacred space. Speak them now, if you will. And we know that as two or more are gathered together, our energy of divine love works to uplift each and every one of these concerns and shine the divine light of healing, compassion, forgiveness into each and every one of these circumstances. And we extend this energy of divine love beyond the walls in which you sit right now, embracing all of the children of the world, all around the world. Seeing each child in the world being surrounded in light and love. We extend this divine love consciousness to reach each and every leader throughout the world. Seeing divine understanding and wisdom expressing perfectly. We extend this wonderful awareness of prayer to embrace our entire planet, holding all of the living creatures on the planet in light and love and gratitude, knowing that we are all together here, all together as one in our divine natures. And as we bring our awareness back to this moment, back to this space that you're in, to the seat, to your body, we lean into our capacity for gratitude, knowing that the more we practice gratitude, the more we will have the capacity to find things to be grateful for, and we are grateful. So you can allow your eyes to drift open now, and let's just look at each other here in the room and affirm together, I am grateful 3 times. Here we go, folks. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. So it is. Amen. So what a wonderful day it is here at Unity of Bon Air, and hello to everyone out there. I see you, I feel you, I know you're there. I have a couple of things, we call them in the ministry team, we call them priority announcements that we sneak in at this part of the service while everybody's paying attention, right? Everybody who was late is settled now. We're all paying attention. And so one of the things that we want to do is many of us have been participating in the Truth and Experience Spirit groups. How many people in the room have been participating in one of those groups? And that activity for years has been organized and was organized this year by Reverend Sherry McKenzie. Now, I don't believe Sherry is with us in the room right now. Is she? Has she snuck in that I didn't? So, but
she's dealing with some family things right now.
All right.
Next week.
Okay. Well, we do want to take this moment, however, to just hold Sherry in our hearts and and in gratitude for all that she did to pull together that wonderful program, and her wonderful energy sort of guiding us through all of those wonderful messages and our time together and all of that. And so we have a gift for her in addition to other things, and we just right now just want to, extend our gratitude. Let's give her a hand, even though she's not in the room. Yes. So we'll be sure when she has her family things settled down to do that in person, but I didn't want to skip over acknowledging that since we concluded that process this last week. I know I've been holding a group on Friday evenings, and we've been having a wonderful time. So it's been a great process. Another thing that I would like to acknowledge is that at Unity of Bonaire, we now have an administrative coordinator. And she's here today so that you can meet her. Come on up here, Kim. Do you want to come all the way up? Come all the way up so that the people online can see you. All right, so this is Kim Griffin. And we are super excited to have her on staff at Unity of Bonaire. She's wonderfully experienced, and I myself am really looking forward to collaborating with Kim in lots of different ways. So Kim is here this morning so everyone can see her and say hi. And she's not able to hang around for a super long time after the service, but I would encourage you to stop by sometime during office hours and say hi to Kim, let her know who you are, what your passions are here at Unity of Bonaire, and just help her to feel welcome. So the office is open from 10 to 2, Monday through Friday. And again, this is Kim Griffin. Thanks for being here, Kim. All right, I think that's all the special priority announcements. So. Except that I do want to take this moment to just welcome anyone who's here for the first time. And that includes all of you online. If you're here for the first time, we're just so happy to have you here with us. And if you're online, then I encourage you to visit unitybonaire.org and learn all about us. Just start clicking on all the tabs and learn all the things. And if you're here in the room for the first time, we do have some welcome packets in a little blue box over there by the door. And we probably have some out in the hallway too. So I encourage you to pick up one of those packets, all kinds of goodies in there. And please visit with us afterwards during our fellowship time. So I think that's it, and now it's time for some music.
One, two, 3, 4. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the of the one. I am opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. those words. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening.
All right. If everyone in the room will remain standing. I got here in time today. I'm so excited. I'm usually a little tardy, and then you have to get back up. So let us affirm our statement of truth. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God the omnipotent good. And because everything we do here at Unity is based on the teachings of Jesus, we sing the Lord's Prayer.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Please be seated, except for the celebration choir.
Thank you, God, for the gift of today and every blessing coming my way. As I raise my words of praise, I am lifted. Loving you is a wonderful thing. In gratitude, I'm awakening. In gratitude, I'm awakening.
How brilliant is the daylight, how starry is the night, how awesome is the presence, making everything alright. And when I pause to revel in everything I see, my heart is filled with joy for all the blessings poured on me.
Thank you, God, for the gift of today and every blessing coming my way. As I raise my words of praise, I am lifted. Loving you is a wonderful thing. In gratitude, I'm awakening. In gratitude, I'm awakening.
With open eyes I see the simple beauty of you. each day. With open heart, I'm letting go when things don't go my way. For every dream I'm dreaming that is still left undone, I will be thankful knowing how far down the road I've come. And I keep saying, yeah,
Thank you, God, for the gift of today and every blessing coming my way. As I raise my words of praise, I am lifted. Loving you is a wonderful thing. In gratitude, I'm awakening. In gratitude, I'm awakening. Thank you, God, for the gift of today and every blessing coming my way. Loving you is a wonderful thing. In gratitude, I'm awakening. Thank you, God, for the gift of today and every blessing coming my way. Loving you is a wonderful thing. In gratitude, I'm awakening. Thank you, God, for the gift of today and every blessing coming my way. In gratitude.
I'm awakening.
Good morning. Am I on? Can you hear me? Okay, great. In more ways than one, huh? All right. I'm happy to be here with you this morning, and I would like to start with a little energetic bonding. And the YouTubers at home can do this as well. So let's just take a few deep breaths. One of my favorite expressions is from Neil Donald Walsh, and he says, "There's only one of us in the room." And so through this little exercise, we're going to bring ourselves into this oneness and give me an opportunity to feel you and you feel me, and just be together in that oneness. So, as we take a few deep breaths, I want you to bring up the feeling of gratitude. And it can be gratitude for this place, the coming together, the being together today, something in your life that brings you joy. So just bring up that feeling of gratitude, and we're going to amplify it. And so, as you are getting into that feeling, if you have that feeling, just see it extending out from you, from the within of you to without, to everybody here. And I don't know if you can feel an energy shift, but I do. And so, with that gratitude, and from that place of gratitude, let's throw 3 thank yous out into this congregation and beyond. So, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Meister Eckhart says that if the only prayer you say is thank you, it's enough. So, gratitude is an energy, a frequency, and the frequency that's behind the words fuels them into being. Most importantly, it's not so much about what you are thankful for that's in front of you in the physical, it's being thankful for what is coming, still seemingly unseen. In truth, it's right there waiting for you to reach out and grab it, whatever it is for you. The universe just wants you to pick a direction and head that way. During my darkest night of the soul, and I've had several, what kept me going was that I had no idea what was around the corner. I still don't. And it gave me hope and kept me in a state of anticipation. It still does. But now I thank the unknown, the mystery, if you will, because by thanking what is coming, I claim it good. I'm grateful for being with you this morning. I don't know if this was in my introduction, but I'm a Science of Mind minister, and I have been since 2003. I'm also a prayer chaplain and board member here at Unity Bon Air, and I'm excited to share my journey to gratitude with you through the help of my understanding of Science of Mind, which will sound like Unity understanding. The Fillmores and the Holmes lived around the sign at the same time, and they were buds, building on the same philosophy with different viewpoints. But what is most important is how I've taken what I've learned and know to be true for myself and put it into practice in my world, constructing a tool bag that I can take something out of as needed to apply to any situation. We can all do that. I want to share a couple of techniques that have helped me, which are doable for everyone. By day, as you heard, I am a teacher, interventionist in an elementary school. My favorite part of teaching has always been books and literature. I love sharing books and seeing the reactions that children have to a particular story. At the end of today, I am going to share a book with you that has come to mean a lot to me, that I've shared as often as I can with anyone who will listen. I was introduced to this book through Reverend Valerie, who shared it at a chant evening when I had my own center called Inner Peace. Valerie used to do drumming evenings and chant evenings with me there, and she brought this book with her one time. It touched me on so many levels, and I ordered it the next day. It's called Grateful. It's a song of giving thanks by John Buccino. And as you will hear, Art Garfunkel sings it. And just as an aside, Art Garfunkel turned 80 last week. Yep. So this book is the best treat you will have this Thanksgiving season, guaranteed. This book is part of the Julie Andrews collection as well. This book is a loving reminder of the gifts available to us when we approach life with gratitude. And by the way, this book may be more for adults than it is for children. Saying thank you is a perfunctory thing, or can be sometimes. We do it because we know we are supposed to. Like our parents instilling in us that we say thank you even when we aren't thrilled with the gift that Aunt Mabel gave us on our birthday. Now, I don't know who Aunt Mabel is. If you have an Aunt Mabel, think of her fondly. It's something we've heard our whole lives. It was a mandatory thing growing up for me, so sometimes it didn't have the greatest connotation. It's easy to feel grateful when things are going well, isn't it? But how about when they're not? As an adult, and more especially in recent years, I have learned that gratitude is the key to manifestation. Being grateful, as I'm sure you know, gives you more to be grateful for. Want more love? Be grateful for the love that is already in your life, no matter how that looks for you. Want more abundance, prosperity? Be grateful for what is already there. Gratitude will build upon that. Want a new job? Be grateful for the one you have and all the things about it that you like and don't like. There are things you don't want to carry into a new work situation or love or relationship situation. And being grateful for all of it will bring you the next best situation. Bless everything. Everything. Even in the worst of situations, there are things to be grateful for, as I will tell you about in a minute from my own experience. In Science of Mind, our form of prayer is called treatment. There are 5 steps in treatment, one of which is gratitude. When I put my word out into the universe of what I desire, I give gratitude for it showing up for me with an openness to outcome as to how it shows up. I use words like grateful for, welcoming in my good, loving what the universe brings my way, and it shows up. As a prayer chaplain, some of the people that I reach out to via email, often with quotes from Ernest Holmes or treatments. This last month, I received a response of thanks for someone for what I had sent them with the quote, this quote at the bottom, "May the things you wish for be the least that you receive." Think about that. Because it's God's great pleasure to give us the kingdom, right? To give us any and everything that we desire. So I love that quote. It is the universe's pleasure to provide for you. Ernest Holmes says there is a power for good in the universe and you can use it. In my early days of coming into this teaching, I wasn't sure I was up to that, but I was intrigued by it. Could I do that? Was I up to the task to change my thoughts, change my life? Could I get there? It felt like a lot of mental gymnastics to me, when in actuality it was a whole lot of undoing the programs I had running in my head to allow in a new way to be in the world, to get to the authentic self. You know, changing can be simple, but not always easy. It can be a lot of mental gymnastics at first until you have your tool bag and you know what to take out of it for your highest good when you need it. So when Ernest Holmes uses the word power, it is interchangeable with words like love or life or gratitude. Again, it's the energy feeling that you put behind it that fuels what it is you desire. One of the things that gratitude has done for me is taken me out of any kind of victimhood and helped me to see how I can turn a situation around for my highest good. An Ernest Holmes quote that I love, and it's not one that I think is one of his prominent ones, but it says, "True imagination is not fanciful daydreaming. It is fire from heaven." Fire from heaven. And we all have that fire within us. You know, sometimes we have to call it up. But you add gratitude to the imagination for all you're dreaming up for yourself, and there's that power in the universe unfolding for you. And this quote fits so much with my experience to gratitude. So I'm going to try to stick to the seed of what I'm going to share with you, because if you get too much into the details, you're into the drama of what's going on. And I do love me some drama. I mean, I watch The Housewives, so I know what drama is. And one of the things that I've learned over the years, because this is about my home, one of the things I've learned over the years is that home, our house, the place we live, is a structure. It's not home unless we make it home. Home is wherever we are. It's within us. We carry home with us all the time. So it's in realizing that. So while I was writing this, I thought about how many places I've lived in the city of Richmond, because I've lived in Richmond since I was 4 years old. And I've lived in about 9 different places. I'm not going to talk about all 9, just 3. So that's doable. But this starts with my always knowing when I'm done somewhere or with something. And I had lived in a house for 16 years. That's probably the longest I've lived anywhere except my childhood home. And the energy drained from the house. It was like, I'm done here. It's time to move. So a friend of mine was moving to Hawaii, and I wanted her townhouse. And so we negotiated between us, and I moved in. The first day that I was in the house, I was unpacking a box, and this voice from somewhere said, "You won't be here long." And I was a little, like, what is that? Because I was on a 5-year plan. I thought if I make it here 5 years, I'll be doing well. But the voice said, "You won't be here long." So 2 years go by. I come home one day, and the head of an angel statue that I had in my garden had been lopped off. And it was a neighbor situation. And so began this trying to resolve what was going on, but ultimately not feeling safe, not feeling my animals were safe. And I did the Ho'oponopono prayer every single day. I, put people in the deep freeze, and if you want to know what that is, I'll tell you about that later. But it's a really good technique. And when it came down to where was my power in this situation, my power was in moving. It was in getting out of there. It was in not putting up with that, not living that way. So I found somebody who would rent the townhouse out, like a rent-to-own kind of situation, which didn't work either because of said neighbor. And I ended up in the long run having to do a short sale on that townhouse, which felt like a failure to me, but I was so blessed that the person who showed up to help me with it, her name was Peggy Bouchard. She was a master in the short sales. She's now an angel for me elsewhere, but she was definitely an angel for me here. So I went and rented a house. And I was in that house for about 10 years. And of course, that means with a house goes a landlord. And in my case, I had a landlord who didn't really care about the house, didn't really care about keeping it up. And I was without a refrigerator at one point for well over a month. So, there's that when you're renting, but I kind of felt at that point like I'd never be able to own again after the short sale. But I got the bug that maybe I could. And the energy started to go out of that place. And I also want to just say, because people, you hear all the time people say, you're throwing money down the toilet by renting. Well, I didn't feel that way about it. I felt like renting was an investment in my safety. And that's how I viewed it the entire time. So my mom passed away in June of 2017, and at that point, the energy started to drain out of the house I was in, and I thought, could I buy a home again? Well, my credit rating had shot back up, and I thought, let me go see what I can qualify for. So in January of 2019, I started this journey to buying a home. And I did a technique, a couple of things I'm going to share with you, read to you, that I wrote, that I know helped manifest the house I'm in. I went to get qualified by a lender who shall remain nameless. And because I didn't qualify for much there. And they kept looking, re-looking at what I qualified for, and it went lower, and the person who was supposed to be showing me homes couldn't, because what could I look at? What price range am I looking at? So I decided I was going to start looking on my own. And I did, and I walked into a home where there was a realtor there, and I told him my plight, and he said, oh, you need to get in touch with our lender. He said, there's so many different packages out there, there is absolutely no reason that you can't qualify for a decent amount for a house. So I went and did that, and I qualified for so much more. And as I look back at it, I think about the fact that this first lender, all my fears, he showed me every fear I had about going back into home ownership. And so from there, I came to this guy who helped me to qualify. So years ago, my mentor and friend taught me a technique that I started in January of 2019, and I did it for probably 4 months or so. And it's writing out what it is that you desire exactly as you desire it. Well, as I looked back over this when I was in the process of putting this together, there were 2 things that I wrote that I got exactly in this house. And so just to show you what the technique is, I brought this with me to share. So I wrote this one, I'm going to have to go to the glasses. I wrote this one on February 28th, 2019. And it says, grace guides and fills my life. Grace was my white stone word that year. So I was using it in everything. Today is the day of my amazing good fortune. Anybody heard that one before? That's Florence Scovel Shinn. That is my absolute favorite affirmation of all time. Today is the day of my amazing good fortune. I manifest abundance, love, and peace into my life daily through every breath I take. I am ecstatic with my new home, which came to me easily and effortlessly, and it did. It is easily affordable, comfy, and cozy, and the cats and I are very happy. The yard is cute, the neighborhood is lovely, and we are so enjoying our porch. Porch is something that I'm going to have built. I am debt-free with money and clients coming to me easily and effortlessly. That's true. And consistently, I feel a freedom in my life that I've not experienced before. All is well in my world. It is so, and so it is. So that was one that absolutely came true as part of my manifestation. And this one I wrote on March 19th of 2019. And this says, grace guides and fills my life. Today is the day of my amazing good fortune. I am destined to be rich. That came from something else I read. I manifest love, peace, and abundance daily. My new home is here, and I'm very grateful for its perfection for me and the cats. It's in an area I wanted to live in, and it is. And I have great neighbors in a quiet space. Everything fell into place so unbelievably that I'm still stunned by the magic of the universe. And when I think back on it, I have that feeling about the whole thing. I am truly blessed for my home and for being a part of this. Mostly, I am so grateful that the money showed up for the closing costs, and it did. The universe truly has my back, and I am blessed and grateful. All is truly well in my world. It is so, and so it is. So that was March. The home that I moved into didn't show up until August. But I had done the work so that it would come into manifestation. And I found it in August. I was the only one who put a bid on it. I got it for $10,000 under the asking price, which is unheard of in this market. And I moved in October 28th, 2019. And I was quarantined there, and I got, to start my garden and to do some painting, and it's just all been perfect. I wake up every morning in gratitude for that manifestation. And so I'm here to tell you that if I can do this through the use of gratitude, you can have anything and everything you want in your life. And I needed to share that with you today. So I want to read to you the first page of this awesome book. It says, I've got a roof over my head. I've got a warm place to sleep. Some nights I lie awake counting gifts instead of counting sheep. In those moments when you have difficulty feeling grateful, think of everything you can that you feel grateful for. Make the gratitude list and then add to it. Even on some days, if it's just that you woke up to another day and the sun was shining, be grateful for that. It will eventually take you by storm, and you will find yourself being grateful for everything. And it is one of those fake it till you make it kind of things. In the current climate on this planet, imagine what a burst of gratitude might accomplish to change your perspective, if nothing else, for what you see manifesting in your world. We are here in November 2021, about to celebrate Thanksgiving. And the operative words are, we are here. Did you hear that? We are here. Look at what we have survived in the past 18 or so months. Not only survived, but thrived. When I think about the word Thanksgiving, I think of all this gratitude just pouring forth from me. Thanksgiving, giving thanks. Who or what are you going to give thanks for this year? No matter how you celebrate or don't, just be conscious of all there is in our world to be grateful for. And this is the chorus of the book, which is where my title came from today. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed, and duly grateful. So, we are going to do the book. So I'm going to come out here, and hopefully they'll be able to zoom in. And Maestro, when you're ready.
I've got a roof over my head. I've got a warm place to sleep. Some nights I lie awake counting gifts instead of counting sheep. I've got a heart that can hold love. I've got a mind that can think. There may be times when I lose the light and let my spirit sink, but I can't stay depressed when I remember how I'm blessed. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. In a city of strangers, I've got a family of friends. No matter what rocks and brambles fill the way, I know that they will stay until the end. I feel a hand holding my hand. It's not a hand you can see, but on the road to the promised land, this hand will shepherd me through delight and despair, holding tight and always there. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. It's not that I don't want a lot, or hope for more, or dream of more, but giving thanks for what I've got makes me so much happier than keeping score. In a world that can bring pain, I will still take each chance, for I believe that whatever the terrain, our feet can learn to dance. Whatever stone life may sling, we can moan or we can sing. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. Truly blessed and duly grateful.
Thank you. Thank you. Doesn't that just give you so many warm fuzzies? Gosh, I cry every time I hear that book. So let's go into a little time of meditation. And we're going to take a little journey to gratitude. Just take some deep breaths. Sit back in your seat. Know that you are in a beautiful, safe space. And we are going to see ourselves taking a little walk down a beautiful path on a beautiful day. And everything that we observe along this path, we observe with such gratitude. Gratitude for the trees, the grass, the flowers, the little animals scurrying about, the birds flying overhead, blue skies, a warm breeze, perfect temperatures. And so we walk along this path just feeling all of the gratitude for God's great gifts on this earth. Maybe we notice some stones or crystals along the way, some feathers that may have dropped in front of us. But we are just enjoying the journey. And as we look around, we see a pond. And we walk over to this pond. And when we look into the waters of this pond, for it's a gratitude pond, we see images of people we love and have loved, animals we may have had or do have, things that bring us joy. They're all just floating in this water in front of us, and we can see all of it. All of the joy, all of the love that has been a part of this experience on the planet. And so I invite you to take a minute or two and just observe the pond and every image that floats through it. As we go into the silence. And our whole beings are filled with these images that have touched our lives. These people, these animals, these things that have enriched our journey on the planet. And so, being so filled up, we bless everything that has come to us as we begin to walk back up the path. just overflowing with gratitude, even more so than when we started out. And so you can feel yourself back in your safe place in your chair. And beginning to wiggle fingers and toes. And when you are ready, to just be present.
So now is the time in our service for us to prepare our tithes and love offerings. So if you're here in the room and you have a physical offering that you're going to put into the basket, I invite you to put it in your hand, hold it and love on it real hard. Okay? Just fill it full of that gratitude and divine love energy that we've been talking about here this morning, and the wonderful energy that Reverend Lisa has provided for us here this morning. And for those of you who give online, those of you who are online who are preparing to give, just put that energy into every little click that you're doing, every little tap on the screen. And let's say a blessing together. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, for the joy of giving and receiving.
So great.
choir. Forgot to acknowledge our soloist in the first song, Zita Carell. Thank you so much.
All right. So we're going to do a couple of blessings. So first, since we have our wonderful ushers here, we're gonna bless these love offerings. So let's all just one more time, just put that energy of love and blessing into these, and then we see these gifts going forward, planting seeds of love in our community, in our lives, in our world, and we are grateful. So let's say it 3 times. We are grateful. We are grateful. We are grateful. Thank you, gentlemen. And Unity of Bon Air is a grateful ministry. And so Unity of Bon Air rolls out the giving that you all give into the world in wonderful ways. And our board treasurer, Jim Lakin, is here to share with us the tithes that Unity of Bon Air is making this month.
Yes, every month we tithe to local organizations as well as organizations that Unity churches are connected to. So this month, it's our pleasure to give to the Chesterfield County Food Bank, Crossover Ministries, Eastern Region Unity Worldwide, Feed More, Restoration Fellowship and Christian Center, Richmond Hill, Silent Unity, Sherry McKenzie, who we heard about earlier, Unity Urban Ministerial School, Unity World Headquarters, Unity Worldwide Ministries, and Unity Worldwide Spiritual Institute. So it's our pleasure to give to them and support those organizations. We are a tithing church. And so with that in mind, let's just take a moment and we're going to bless these. Father, Mother God, we're grateful for the opportunity to be able to give back to our community at large, and to those organizations which help and feed us. We're grateful for that opportunity, and we give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks. So it is.
Thank you, Jim. All right, now I'm going to have our service leader, Edward Hayes, come up and share some wonderful transformational opportunities.
I'll find them eventually, but I know we're starting off with the wonderful Rhonda Young coming up and telling us about Christmas Mother. Should she come up here? Yeah.
Good morning, Unity family. Sorry. It's okay. Good morning, Unity family and everyone online. My name is Rhonda Young, and I am the coordinator for the Christmas Mother campaign. And we are full swing. We have 2 weeks left to complete all of our shopping, grocery shopping, and we have 2 families that we are sponsoring this year. One adult senior that's 96 young, she's funky, yes. And we also have a family of 6. It's a single mom of 1 who has actually legally adopted her 5 nieces and nephew from ages from 6 to 16. So, and the wonderful thing about them, they're asking for things that, like just the things that need clothing and learning toys and things like that. So it's like, wow, it's nice to see that they really want, they want to educate and learn. So, of course, the donations, our envelopes are right outside on the table, in the basket. And also, everyone online, you can go onto our website, and that's unityofbonair.org. And also, we have our newsletter. Newsletter that comes out on Wednesday. get those brain farts. Anyway, we get the newsletter to come out on Wednesday, so you can go on there as well. And I think I covered everything. We're going to have a Christmas party. It's going to be the Christmas wrapping is going to be Sunday the 28th at 6 p.m. And I think everyone is already signed up. We have maybe 2 slots left, and hopefully I'll see all y'all very soon. Thank you very much. Have blessings.
Thank you, Rhonda. There is a sign-up sheet. It looks like you have most people signed up, but there is a sign-up sheet right where the Children's Church is beginning, and if you want to take a look and sign up and help this process, please do so. This evening, our speaker for the spiritual practice gathering is Cheryl Fair, whose topic is entitled Positive Self, which is the 4th step in the series she has been sharing in the 7 steps of positive living, to positive living. Come learn how you can create nourishing energy for yourself and others. You can join in person or on Zoom at 5 o'clock. And next Sunday, come hear Cheryl Fair's message, I Claim a Blessing. Cheryl will lead us in an exploration of how we can seek out and claim blessings even when it's not easy. Join us for this message of Thanksgiving as we head into the holiday. And it is a blessing to have Cheryl. I mean, it really is. I appreciate you doing all these things. Speaking of Thanksgiving, plan to join us in person or live stream for the Thanksgiving Eve prayer service at 7 p.m. on November 24th. Thank you. That's what's written here. Now, it may be incorrect, but I am reading what's here. Experience true Thanksgiving through music and prayer that will open your heart and joy and gratitude. And it is a great way to start the Thanksgiving Day, Thanksgiving services. Then, this is really good. Then on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, Reverend Patty is hosting a Thanksgiving potluck in our fellowship hall. The meal will be at 2 p.m. and Barbara Spicer is preparing ham, turkey, and venison. Wow, girl. Should I change that at all? We'll see. She's going to make amazing food, and you show up, and it's going to be wonderful.
And also, I would like to hear from people who like to contribute something to share.
Right. Okay. So do that by, how would they contact? Just right. There is a sign-up sheet. I thought that. So and do that pretty quickly if you can, so they get an idea of how many people are coming. Here it is. If you plan to join us, please use the sign-up sheet located on our bulletin board. Now, I will try to do this one. We'll see how it works. An upcoming feature is we are going to have a combined with Unity of Richmond, Burning Bowl and First Watch Night, which I don't know a lot about, and I'm not going to go any further into it, but it's going to be a dual celebration, and that's coming up, and we'll hear more about that. But coming up this Friday, our Amaja, what is Amaja's last name? Jubilee. Jubilee? Okay, is going to be on radio station 103.5 Friday at 2 o'clock on Mike with Mike to discuss this. I guess she's going to talk about First Night Watch as much as anything else. But please do have the opportunity, tune in and see what everything's about and support Amaja as she's helping to spread the good word. Remember to get your tickets for the play 6 Dance Lessons in 6 Weeks, directed by our own Julie Fulcher at the Illuminated Stage Theater. Many of us are planning and have planned to go to the same performance next Sunday at 3 p.m., so it'd be wonderful to come together. Julie, how do you get tickets?
Go to illuminatedstage.org, right there on the front page. Buy tickets now.
There you go. And remember, so please support Julie and support live theater. There's nothing like it. Remember, you can help us decorate the Christmas season by sponsoring a poinsettia for just $10. The decorating team is planning to have 24 beautiful poinsettia in the church during Advent and Christmas seasons. And we only need about 10 more sponsors. We'll take as many as we can get. Please indicate your donation is for poinsettia if you go online, or, well, I guess we can't write a check now, but we can take one. And a gentle reminder, we ask all individuals to wear a mask inside to restrain from hugging or holding hands, unless it is agreed between the two of you. And for our fellowship coffee, please enjoy your food and beverage, but put your mask back on to continue with your conversation. Let's keep each other safe and be able to continue to have our services in person. And now I ask our prayer chaplains to stand. These wonderful souls are here to help you with any prayer. That includes celebration. Everything is kept in confidence. They are here to serve us. They serve us wonderfully. This is a great thing that we have, and these are all wonderful folks, so thank you so much. I think that's it. Yeah.
All right, I just want to mention one more thing before we welcome the YFM, and that is a couple of things in those announcements mentioned sign-up sheets, and of course, all of you online, little heart, long reach to get to the sign-up sheet, right? So anything that you've heard about online that you're interested in participating in, please call our office and talk with Kim Griffin, who everyone met earlier, so that you can connect with activities that haven't gone through the process to get an online sign up. So just wanted to mention that because our ministry is well beyond these walls. So we don't just deal with things here. We want to welcome everyone. So be sure to call the office if you're interested in that Thanksgiving potluck, if you're interested in the Christmas mother wrapping party. Those are things they talked about, sign up sheets. Call the office. We'll get you hooked up. Okay? All right. Now, let's welcome the Youth and Family Ministry.
We are walking as the light of God. As the light, 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 as the light of God.
Good morning, everyone. As you can see, we had a nice class today. Which brings to mind that we are also in need of more volunteers to help on Sundays. And today we talked about gratitude, thanksgiving, and prayer. And we talked about how prayer is affirmative and how it is a way of giving thanks on a regular basis. And they all each wrote their own personal gratitude ticket today to put in our blessing box, and the theme was family. So, thank you.
All right, thank you, Melody. Let me get this off. And let's offer our wonderful teachers and children a blessing. We love you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ you are, and we see you doing amazing things. All right. So now to wrap things up, it's time when I get to sort of acknowledge everyone who has contributed to bringing this experience to you here today. So I kind of like to start at the front door and work all the way through. So any greeters that were up front, Marcy in the bookstore, those who are working on Fellowship Coffee, we are grateful for you. We're grateful for our ushers and greeters here in the sanctuary. We are grateful for our celebration choir. And our music team, Lucy, Claudia, Julie. Our tech team in the back, we've got Dan and Deb, and we have a visitor who's Corey, who's visiting today and coaching us on lots of things. So, and we are so grateful for Reverend Lisa Marks. So, this service has now ended. And our ministry of love continues. So let's stand up in the room here, folks, and share our prayer for protection, and we'll follow that with a peace song. Here we go. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.